It is the natural right of every human being to be happy, to escape all the miseries of life. Happiness is the normal condition, as natural as the landscapes and the seasons. It is unnatural to suffer, and it is only because of our ignorance that we do suffer. Happiness is the product of wisdom. To attain perfect wisdom, to comprehend fully the purpose of life, to realize completely the relationship of human beings to each other, is to put an end to all suffering, to escape every ill and evil that afflicts us. Perfect wisdom is unshadowed joy. Why do we suffer in life? Because in the scheme of nature we are being forced forward in evolution, and we lack the spiritual illumination that alone can light the way and enable us to move safely among the obstacles that lie before us. Usually, we do not even see or suspect the presence of trouble, until it suddenly leaps upon us like a concealed tiger. One day our family circle is complete and happy. A week later death has come and gone and joy is replaced with agony. Today we have a friend. Tomorrow he will be an enemy and we do not know why. A little while ago we had wealth and all material luxuries. There was a sudden change, and now we have only poverty and misery, and yet we seek in vain for a reason why this should be. There was a time when we had health and strength, but they have both departed and no trace of a reason appears. Aside from these greater tragedies of life, innumerable things of lesser consequence continually bring to us little miseries and minor heartaches. We most earnestly desire to avoid them, but we never see them until they strike us, until in the darkness of our ignorance we blunder upon them. The thing we lack is the spiritual illumination that will enable us to look far and wide, finding the hidden causes of human suffering and revealing the method by which they may be avoided. And if we can but reach illumination, the evolutionary journey can be made both comfortably and swiftly. It is as though we must pass through a long, dark room filled with furniture promiscuously scattered about. In the darkness, our progress would be slow and painful, and our bruises many. But if we could press a button that would turn on the electric light, we could then make the same journey quickly, and with perfect safety and comfort. The old method of education was to store the mind with as many facts, or supposed facts, as could be accumulated, and to give a certain exterior polish to the personality. The theory was that when a man was born he was a complete human being, and that all that could be done for him was to load him up with information that would be used with more or less skill, according to the native ability he happened to be born with. The theosophical idea is that the physical man, and all that constitutes his life in the physical world, is but a very partial expression of the self, that in the ego of each there is practically unlimited power and wisdom, that these may be brought through into expression in the physical world as the physical body, and its invisible counterparts, which together constitute the complex vehicle of the ego's manifestation, are evolved and adapted to the purpose, and that in the exact proportion that conscious effort is given to such self-development will spiritual illumination be achieved and wisdom attained. Thus the light that leads to happiness is kindled from within, and the evolutionary journey that all are making may be robbed of its suffering. Why does death bring misery? Chiefly because it separates us from those we love. The only other reason why death brings grief or fear is because we do not understand it and comprehend the part it plays in human evolution. But the moment our ignorance gives way to comprehension, such fear vanishes, and a serene happiness takes its place. Why do we have enemies from whose words or acts we suffer? Because in our limited physical consciousness we do not perceive the unity of all life and realize that our wrong thinking and doing must react upon us through other people, a situation from which there is no possible escape except through ceasing to think evil, and then patiently awaiting the time when the causes we have already generated are fully exhausted. When spiritual illumination comes, and we no longer stumble in the night of ignorance, the last enemy will disappear, and we shall make no more forever. Why do people suffer from poverty and disease? Only because of the blundering ignorance that makes their existence possible for us, and because we do not comprehend their meaning and their lessons, nor know the attitude to assume toward them. Had we but the wisdom to understand why they come to people, why they are necessary factors in their evolution, they would trouble us no longer. When nature's lesson is fully learned, these mute teachers will vanish. And so it is with all forms of suffering we experience. They are at once reactions from our ignorant blunderings and instructors that point out the better way. When we have comprehended the lessons they teach, they are no longer necessary and disappear. It is not by the outward acquirement of facts that men become wise and great. It is by developing the soul from within until it illuminates the brain with that flood of light called genius. Success is in the blood. There are men whom fate can never keep down. They march forward in a jaunty manner, and take by divine right the best of everything that the earth affords. They do not lie in wait, nor scheme, nor fawn, nor seek to adapt their sails to catch the breeze of popular favor. Still, they are ever alert and alive to any good that may come their way, and when it comes they simply appropriate it and tarrying not, move steadily on. Good health. Whenever you go out of doors, draw the chin in, carry the crown of the head high, and fill the lungs to the utmost. Drink in the sunshine, greet your friends with a smile, and put soul into every hand clasp. Do not fear being misunderstood, and never waste a moment thinking about your enemies. Try to fix firmly in your mind what you would like to do, and then without violence of direction, you will move straight to the goal. When we become fearful, the judgment is as unreliable as the compass of a ship whose hold is full of iron ore. When we hate, we have unshipped the rudder, and if ever we stop to meditate on what the gossips say, we have allowed a hawser to foul the screw. Keep your mind on the great and splendid thing you would like to do, and then, as the days go gliding by, you will find yourself unconsciously seizing the opportunities that are required for the fulfillment of your desire, just as the coral insect takes from the running tide the elements that it needs. Picture in your mind the able, earnest, useful person you desire to be, and the thought that you hold is hourly transforming you into that particular individual you so admire. Thought is supreme, and to think is often better than to do. Preserve a right mental attitude, the attitude of courage, frankness, and good cheer. Darwin and Spencer have told us that this is the method of creation. Each animal has evolved the parts it needed and desired. The horse is fleet because he wishes to be, the bird flies because it desires to, the duck has a web foot because it wants to swim. All things come through desire, and every sincere prayer is answered. We become like that on which our hearts are fixed. Many people know this, but they do not know it thoroughly enough, so that it shapes their lives. We want friends, so we scheme and chase cross lots after strong people, and lie in wait for good folks, or alleged good folks, hoping to be able to attach ourselves to them. The only way to secure friends is to be one. And before you are fit for friendship, you must be able to do without it. That is to say, you must have sufficient self-reliance to take care of yourself, and then out of the surplus of your energy, you can do for others. The individual who craves friendship, and yet desires a self-centered spirit more, will never lack for friends. If you would have friends, cultivate solitude instead of society. Drink in the ozone, bathe in the sunshine, and out in the silent night, under the stars, say to yourself again and yet again, I am a part of all my eyes behold. And the feeling then will come to you that you are no mere interloper between earth and heaven, but you are a necessary part of the whole. No harm can come to you that does not come to all, and if you shall go down it can only be amid a wreck of worlds. Like old Job, that which we fear will surely come upon us. By a wrong mental attitude, we have set in motion a train of events that ends in disaster. People who die in middle life from disease, almost without exception, are those who have been preparing for death. The acute tragic condition is simply the result of a chronic state of mind, a culmination of a series of events. Character is the result of two things, mental attitude, and the way we spend our time. It is what we think and what we do that make us what we are. By laying hold on the forces of the universe, you are strong with them. And when you realize this, all else is easy, for in your arteries will course red corpuscles, and in your heart, the determined resolution is born to do and to be. Carry your chin in and the crown of your head high. We are gods in the chrysalis. 61 steps to reduce tension. 1. Identify the real cause of stress. 2. Events causing stress should be noted down and analyze it once a month. 3. Your reactions to each stressful event should be recollected and compared with one another. 4. Should not give immediate response to a stressful event, always take little time to think. 5. If any tension comes, ask your inner mind, for a solution. He is more intelligent than you. 6. Past is past, always concentrate on future events and gather courage and willpower. 7. Need not bother about your loss, but find out the reason for it and try to solve it. 8. Face all situations with confidence. 9. Keep faith in God and worship Him. 10. Always hope for the best. 11. Always keep a positive approach. 12. Before doing anything, plan a solution to face a negative situation. 13. Should not live only for money. 14. Help the poor people. 15. Visit the sick people and give them moral support. 16. Whenever you are tense, take a deep breath and relax. 17. If you are tensed, count down from 100 to 1. 18. If any stress comes, look at the beautiful picture kept on the wall. 19. Keep some flowers in the room and have a look. 20. Practice breathing exercises regularly. 21. Keep little time for yoga and meditation. 22. Aromatherapy is good to relax the mind. 23. If you are tensed, make a surprise call to your old friend. 24. When you are tense, think about others who suffer from more serious problems. 25. Keep close contact with your family and share the problems with them. 26. Go for pleasure trips with the family members. 27. Avoid sedentary life, always mingle with others. 28. Always approach others with a smile. 29. Laughing and sharing jokes with others will make you relaxed. 30. When you are tensed, visit your close friend or relative. 31. If any stressful event comes, discuss it with your intimate friend. 32. Spend little time with your kids and join their plays. 33. If you get time, go for a healthy discussion on any interesting topic. 34. Always approach people in a polite manner. 35. Maximum attempts should be made to reduce enemies. 36. Keep a routine for your activities. 37. Never postpone the works. 38. Sound sleep is very essential to relax your mind and body. 39. Always prefer a room with fresh air. 40. Get up early in the morning. 41. After waking, have a nice bath with your favorite shampoo. 42. Use some perfumes and room fresheners you like. 43. Have a relaxing body massage. 44. Personal hygiene should be maintained. 45. Your health problems should be discussed with the doctor and follow his instructions. 46. Make a habit of cleaning the home and surroundings. 47. Keep sexual relations with only one partner. 48. Morning and evening walk is good to relax. 49. Afternoon sleep is good but should not be a deep sleep with snoring. 50. Listen to good music and go to a movie with your intimate friend. 51. Reading interesting books can reduce tension. 52. Gardening is a useful method to relax. 53. Spend little time with pet animals. 54. Engage in some games. 55. Keep some time to engage in your hobbies. 56. When you get time, write some literal things like articles, poems, and stories. 57. Keep a regular timing for food. 58. Take plenty of fruits and vegetables. 59. Prepare your favorite meal and have it with your family. 60. Having food from restaurants may give you a good mood.